Welcome back to Caricature Islands Season 3, Africa. The final 12 are in place, and with the first twist of the season, the tribes will be shook up. Find out who will be voted out tonight. Get your goat. 40 goats are in a pen. 20 are marked with the Samburu red and 20 with Boran yellow. The first tribe to get their 20 goats from the starting pen into their destination pens, 100 yards away, wins. Puzzle of Shields. Both tribes will have 20 giant puzzle pieces. First team to complete their puzzle wins. That means the Samburu tribe will be going to Tribal Council, where one of them will be the 5th caricature voted off of Caricature Islands, Africa. Welcome to Tribal Council, Samburu. It is time to vote. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The caricature voted out must immediately leave the Tribal Council area. I will read the votes. First vote: Jeanette. Dennis. That's 1 vote Dennis, 1 vote Jeanette. Dennis. Jeanette. That's 2 votes Jeanette, 2 votes Dennis. Dennis. The 5th caricature voted out off of Caricature Islands, Africa. Dennis. Dennis, it's time to go. Africa 102, sitting on the top row of bleachers, each team will be asked a series of questions pertaining to Africa. Answer the question correctly and move down a row on the bleachers. The first team to be standing on the ground after answering the most questions correctly wins. Spirit hunt, using a bow and arrow. Each tribe has 5 targets ranging from 30 to 70 feet away. 1 member from each tribe will attempt to hit a target and set it on fire. The first tribe to light up all their targets in order, from closest to farthest, wins immunity. That means the Samburu tribe will be going to tribal council, where one of them will be the 6th caricature voted off of Caricature Islands, Africa. Welcome to Tribal Council, Samburu. It is time to vote. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The caricature voted out must immediately leave the Tribal Council area. I will read the votes. First vote. Royce. Royce. That's 2 votes Royce. Brett. Royce. The 6th caricature voted out off of Caricature Islands, Africa. Royce. Royce, it's time to go. Congratulations, final 10. You all have made the merge and will now be on the Moto Maji tribe. When it rains, it pours. Each survivor's wrists were attached to a rope connected to a bucket of water overhead. Their arms had to remain above their heads, very still, because the slightest movement would upset the bucket above and shower the person with water, thus eliminating that person from the game. Jeff Probst will then tempt the contestants with some food items in exchange for giving up. Last person left standing wins immunity. That means that Arlene is immune. Everyone else is eligible for the vote, where one of them will be the 7th caricature voted off of Caricature Islands, Africa. Welcome to Tribal Council, Moto Maji. It is time to vote. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The caricature voted out must immediately leave the Tribal Council area. I will read the votes. First vote: Lana. Victoria. That's 1 vote Victoria, 1 vote Lana. Victoria. Victoria. That's 3 votes Victoria, 1 vote Lana. Lana. Victoria. That's 4 votes Victoria, 2 votes Lana. 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 We are tied. 4 votes Lana, 4 votes Victoria. 2 votes left. Victoria. The 7th caricature voted off of Caricature Islands, Africa. Victoria. Victoria, it's time to go. The remaining caricatures have made jury. That means that you will either be voted out and be able to cast a vote at the end, or you will be a finalist. Stompede. Each survivor was given 9 items and instructed to stomp on a plank of wood, catapulting 1 item at a time into a basket atop a tower. The first person to land all 9 in the basket would be the winner. Box your mind. They had 1 minute to memorize the contents of compartments inside a barrel, and then, using their short-term memory, players would have to recreate the items in the various compartments. First to complete the task would win immunity. That means that Andrew is immune. Everyone else is eligible for the vote, where one of them will be the 8th caricature voted off of Caricature Islands, Africa, and the first member of the jury. Welcome to Tribal Council, Moto Maji. It is time to vote. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The caricature voted out must immediately leave the Tribal Council area. I will read the votes. First vote: Mike. Brett. That's 1 vote Brett, 1 vote Mike. 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 That's 2 votes Mike, 1 vote Brett. The 8th caricature voted out and the first member of the jury. Mike. Mike, it's time to go. The final 8 remain, and with only 2 episodes left, it is anyone's game. Who will be voted off next episode? Find out next time on Caricature Islands, Africa.